What's up, YouTube? So I'm gonna try to keep today's video like under 10 minutes. It's gonna be a quick analysis into the market, so let's get right into it. This is gonna be about Bitcoin, of course. So we have been, let's see, I'm gonna put this bar replay on. It was about the 14th of November. This is pretty much the last time I made a video. So since then, we've gone up to 106, I believe, and then 108, or it was 108 twice. So yeah, it was a double top of 108, poked into 109, and it's just been down and down and down, right? So it's been pretty bloody, pretty bad, but I have some good news, right? Just like back in this 8 month of consolidation, the good news was when we broke out of this lower high, right? Because as the downtrend continues, these highs are lower than the previous, right? See, this is higher, this is lower, this is lower. Once we are forming a higher, this is breaking the structure. It's a higher high, and also these are higher lows, right? Higher lows, right? So my previous video, I demonstrated how once we broke over here, I was very confident that the consolidation wasn't necessary anymore and the bull run was going to begin. And pretty much if you were a day trader, your entry probably would have been after you got the confirmation of this break of structure. You would have got in on this morning star, close of the candle. If you wanted, you could have waited for the retest of the EMA again and then got in for your trade or whatever. But anyways, we're not day trading here. So when I look at this current range that we just broke out of, or downtrend, I'm seeing some signs of life here, just like the ones I just explained before. Low, lower low, lower low, lower low, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. They kind of match here. Something's happening. We're getting close to breaking the higher time frame downtrend, and once we get above this level right here and we could form a higher low, or excuse me, higher high, get a nice retest, hold some structure, break out, the bull run will resume. I have beautiful news for you guys. So just keep in mind that we're gonna have a little bit of course, retracement per usual, right? I'm very confident in this 90,000 level. I think once we get above this 90,000 level is probably the most important thing. But what's going to get us above that 90,000 level is breaking this high time frame, higher low or lower high. It's late, sorry. So pretty much all we're waiting for is another, maybe some pushing up more. Maybe it meets this high right here, comes back down, a little bit of a retracement. Maybe you smack a fib on it, right? Maybe it gets to the 2-3, or maybe it even gets to the 3-8, who knows? And then it gets to this 90,000 key level, hits the 2-7, hits the 6-1-8. In the perfect world, retrace again, boom, and then they're off to the races. So essentially, I think that now we are in a time where there's signs of life, right? Because throughout this entire downtrend, I wasn't confident. I wasn't optimist at all, because like when you're seeing this, you're like, okay, clearly we have to break out of this structure, right? I mean, let me go to rewind. When this candlestick happened, I'm like, oh shit, okay. We're looking fucking great, right? We could just get above this and we're golden. And then what fucking happened right after? Cooked. So I'm like, okay, yeah, so we're fucking cooked. We're going down. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised if we hit 70K again. That's why I got these psych levels here. But anyways, let me get out of bar replay. Essentially, there's signs of life now, and Bitcoin's looking good. Bitcoin's looking prime. If it can get above what what's this wick here, 88,800 approximately, because it hit it once here and another here. And this one specifically was kind of like a double resistance because it was the wick, or excuse me, the resistance of this and also this downtrend. And you can even argue this psych level. But anyways, like I said, once we get above this level, all we're going to need is pretty much a break at that level, break at his main structure. And once we get above it, retests. And if it could form some sort of Japanese candlestick, maybe like this ginormous bullish engulfing here, we're off to the races afterwards. Ethereum, on the other hand, it's absolutely cooked. I mean, draw a trend line here. Like, I mean, what the fuck? I don't even know what to say to this. Like, there's no fucking TA I can do in this. Like, this is just absolute cooked in Narnia. So we're just waiting for some sort of structure to be formed more. I mean, it's just stair stepping down. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to what Bitcoin's doing. So if this can resume its bull run, we're gonna be looking real nice. And of course, Brett is getting cooked as well, because I mean, my last video we were like right here, so we did pump up quite a bit, made new highs, but then ever since it's been pretty much looking like the baby of Ethereum, essentially. Like, if I'm switching through these charts, it's not much of a fucking difference here. So all we're pretty much waiting for is a Bitcoin to do something, and then Ethereum as well, of course, and then everything's going to resume as projected. But one thing I'll mention for Brett that actually gives me some sort of fucking hope here is that we're actually above the EMA here, right? Because the last time we were above this was at the top, literally. Where was it? December. So as you can see, EMA is above, and it's literally, yeah, we've had a bit of above it, but no, we've never held firm above, right? So we've been just below, nothing. Look at this. Came above a little bit, cooked, right back down below it. Came above a little bit, cooked, right back down below it. Keeps doing that. Ready? Right back up a little bit, cooked. So essentially now, for the first time, we're actually bouncing, and contingent to Bitcoin continuing up. If it doesn't fucking absolutely shit the bed, we might have some hope here for this bouncing to continue and then break out of this main downtrend resistance for a continuation up, break of structure, and of course breaking out of this 700 million market cap area, and of course the 1 billion market cap area. So right now we're pretty much in fucking no man's land, but on the bright side, Bitcoin has to make a decision, and I believe that it's going to make the decision that we want to see, which is breaking this higher time frame lower high. We'll flip that, hold 90K firm, some sort of bullish confirmation, morning star, bullish engulfing, hammer, whatever the case may be, pump. That's going to be all for today. I'm going to keep this shit short and sweet. I'll probably come back once the markets are doing something, but up until then, we're pretty much cooked from where we were, but it is not over. This is quite literally the beginning of a trend reversal for the ultimate official bull run.